Well, hi. How long have you been here? Oh, welcome. Welcome to Fluffy Boots Creations. I'm Naomi, in case you didn't know. But if you did know, and I'm just telling you my name again, you might be going, I know who you are. Why do you always have to tell me? Because there might be someone who doesn't know me. That's why, silly. So, what are we going to do today? That's a good question. One sec. We are going to do a bit of an odd one, but that's okay because I don't always have to be like, what? We're going to do Stash Down, ready for it, for June, July, and August. And I know August isn't over yet, but that's okay because I'm not going to finish. I don't think I'll have this finished. I might have one item more finished, but I don't know. It's going fairly fast. But we'll talk about that in another video. So what we are talking about though is my stash down, which is basically means I shop my collection of yarn, and yes, I do have a collection. If you've seen my updated whatever the heck it is. Oh, I'm sorry. My brain really did go, well, I don't know. What do you want to talk about? My updated welcome video. See, I almost did it and I was like, now I don't remember again. All right. So, what didn't I get done? I still haven't finished those two Africans. I know. I don't know why. I haven't finished them because I need them gone because they're bugging me. They're in my yarn area. I was digging. Okay. Can I tell you a story real quick? It's just about that long of a, I don't know what's the word there. I don't know. So last night, I got a brainstorm. And yes, it did hurt my head, so thank you for asking. So in this brainstorm I decided that I needed to look for yarn. And when did I decide to do this? Oh, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning. Seriously, 1 o'clock in the morning. I get this brainstorm that I need to find some yarn. And so I stop everything I'm doing. I was looking for, if you'd seen my last live, I talked about it. I have this small little bit here. Let me show you because it's just irritating. This small little bit of yarn. It's kind of a dark olive forest color. And I'm working on a project, but that's all I have of it. I can't find any more. Well, it's probably one of those things that it's in my dad's room in one of the boxes, and I haven't gone back through them. So it's either there or that's all I actually have, which being that color, I probably drove myself nuts looking for, and I probably found it as a one-off because I do find, I don't know why, green's not an easy color to find sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Although, ooh, I have a friend who dyes yarn. Her name is Renee Rockwood. Sorry, I had to think of her name. She owns Crow and Crescent yarn. And she just did this most gorgeous green and black mix that she called Graveyard. Gorgeous. I mean, seriously, gorgeous. And I love her dyeing. She does beautiful dyeing. She does the dyeing that's called deep saturation. So it's gorgeous. It is. It's lovely. But I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time talking about that right now. Well, no, I will quick. So I have right now 3 indie dyers who I absolutely love, who I can buy from with confidence. Well, no, I'll make okay, there's 5 total. It's just 5. Okay, so it is Crow and Crescent Yarns, Thrift and Stitches Yarns, who does the full spectrum, but I'm not sure that's still the name of her yarn right now. So I'm just going to say Thrift and Stitches. Um, what does he call his yarn again? Yarn Snob. And of course, Amy from Hearth and Home Fibers. And of course, I cannot forget it because she is still an independent dyer, even though she's bigger. Expression Fiber Arts. So those are my 5 dyers that I can go look at their yarn and go, okay, I'm going to get this and this and this. And I don't have to sit there and go, should I just buy one and see if I like the color? Is the color going to match the way it looks on their website? They all do fantastic jobs of dyeing their yarn, and their picture taking, great, awesome, matches. So I never ever have to worry about whether or not it's going to look the same from what they show to what I get. So I can order the big quantities at once, especially if I find one I love and I'm like, ooh, I really, really, really want to buy this because I want to make a certain project out of it. And sometimes I'll say a certain project when I'm buying, and it's like I have to figure out like how many skeins, hanks, cakes, depending on what it is that I found, do I need for a project. And then, yeah, there is sometimes that I'm just like, well, I do like this color, and I think this color will match what I already have. So I will buy a one-off because maybe I'm in the mood for mixing up things. So, excuse me. So that is why last night I was being a terror in my own little room, basically just this back corner. Now, what you cannot see over here is this is 2 of my drawers, or 2 sets of drawers, 3 each, and they're full. And I couldn't get to the bottom to see for sure if I'd put some other yarn in there. And then once I got down to the bottom, I was just like, oh, I better go look behind this corner, because in the back corner had a little cubby too of a little bit of yarn. And just so you know, it this this pile over here, it's not like a pile of junk. It's actually um, baskets, sorry, of yarn. They're just stacked up. So yeah, I have a lot of yarn. But as you're getting ready to see, I did some reduction in my stash down. Oh, you thought I was just going to be doing a little random talk. No way. I actually have a plan. Bam, baby, bam. Oh, yeah. Yumi has a plan. Yumi has a plan. I think I'll stop that now. Ooh. All right. Yes, it's been a while since I've done a video, and I'm just apparently just like, all right. So I can't do this in, just going, okay, I did this only in July, and I did this only in August, and I did this only in June, because unfortunately, I don't remember which is which except for one of the things that I'm going to show you. So I'm just going to show you for those 3 months, June, July, August, what I did get done. And then we will go from there. So join me as I pull some stuff out for you to see. Woo! Sorry, that time I was just being weird. That time I can't help it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my gosh, my wrap that I just finished got caught on my nail, and I snagged it. Oh, that's so sad. I'm gonna have to see if I can fix it. Oh, okay. Now it's just little tiny fluffers. Oh, look. I had to get a little tiny fluffer off of it. Alright, so let's not do that again. Now, one of the things that I'm going to show you, I'm calling it finished. I haven't weaved in the inside. Oh, Naomi. Just how I am this right now. And I think that's it, right? Did I do an amigurumi this last month? Trying to remember. I don't think I did. So, 1 second. Okay. Had to stop and think there for a minute. So, I got one shawl completed, one wrap completed, one shawlette completed in the 3-month period. Now, that may not sound like a whole lot to some people, but it actually is. Now, I don't get to always sit down and crochet from the moment I wake up till the moment I go to bed. It may seem like it, but I don't, because I'm up and down with my dad, taking care of his needs, and then I have to do the regular house chores of dishes and laundry, and I gotta make dinner, make his lunch. So sometimes I don't get to actually sit and just kind of stare and crochet till about 6 in the evening. And then, even then, I have a good chance of being interrupted by my cats or who knows what else. Life. So, the first one I'm going to show you. Hold on, I'm thinking. I'm just making sure this is correct. I believe it is, but the first one I want to show you is this little. Hi. My name is Naomi, and I held it on its side and threw myself off. Alright, this is a little shawlette I made that isn't so little. And it is following, well, it's not really truly following it. This was inspired by I think it's called Endless Summer from Crystal Bagaudet. The biggest difference is it has, in the places where I have the more solid looking, those are just 3 DCs together, double crochets for those of you who don't know that term, instead of a bobble. No, what did she do? She did a puff stitch. And I was trying to get this done in a very short amount of time, and puff stitches and bobble stitches are one of those stitches that I know how to do them, so don't think that's the case. It's not that I don't know how to do them. It is that I'm not really great at them. And so I slow way down so that they look right. So an entire one with those, I thought, there's no way I'm going to get this done in a good amount of time. So I switched to 3 double crochets together instead. And the yarn is from Hobie, and it is called Carnival. And I believe this one is, hold on, let me see if I can remember. I should have just trusted me. It's Copenhagen number 5, because when you get the yarn, they only have the numbers, they don't have the name. I don't know why. But it's a beautiful yarn. It's a funny thing, this yarn, it only took, I think it took 2, and I have 12. When I bought it and got it, I was just like, oh my gosh, I love this yarn so much. and I bought 10 more that are sitting off in a little cubby, and I've had it over 2 years. So this is definitely one of the items that help reduce down my collection. I don't want to call it really a stash because that kind of sounds like I'm, guilty of something. Oh, look at that. I have a single one I didn't realize I didn't. I had that on something else. I got it and I took pictures, and it wasn't until after I took the pictures and uploaded them that I went, oh, there, there's a strand right there. It's like, hello, Naomi. Oh, the things we do. It's got a snag on my nail and I can't figure out where. Anywho, so that's one. Okay, put this off to the side. Okay, now this one I'm going to show you. It's finished, but it's not finished. I haven't woven the ends. Why didn't I weave in the ends while I was working on it? Well, because I didn't. To be really honest, I wanted to. I haven't even named it yet. But the only thing that is not done on it is my ends. Now, this is a shawl I designed. It features the virus stitch and the Sultan tiles. Right, Sultan tile. Yeah, stitch. And it also has some carnival yarn in it with what was this? Oh, Premier Cotton Fair yarn. So it is mainly cotton and acrylic. Oh, the other one is all acrylics. I forgot to say that. I got a little sidetracked for a sec. And before you ask, the question is, yes, I do shop Hobie a lot. And I accidentally the other day canceled my Hobie Plus, which I need to get back. And I'm hoping they will contact me soon telling me how to do it, because I really like the Hobie Plus. Actually, I love Hobie, period. And I don't know if it's Hobie or Hobby. It's Hobbii. So it's something. It's one of those. It just depends on. Oh, I found it. It just depends on who you are and how you pronounce it. I always pronounce it Hobie. It's just how I pronounce it. But I love their yarn. I do. I buy from them all the time. Now, some people don't like to buy because they think they're too expensive. But they do have sales like constantly. So there's always guaranteed for you to be able to find something you like. Now, is it going to be what you're looking for? Maybe, maybe not. But is it worth trying? Oh, yes. Yes, it is very much worth trying. So let me show you what this looks like. I'm going to have to do it in stages. So, as you can see, there's a virus, lots of virus, more virus, and then the kind of pink and orange area, that's all Sultan. Well, there's some black up there too, that's all Sultan stitch. It's a whole section of it. And then we go here, and there's more not weaved in, as you can see. But this is, like I said, a shawl I designed. It was inspired by the colors of what you would see in a lot of Day of the Dead, or in Peru, they have some absolutely beautiful shawls that they make that are dark with really bright colors. So that's what inspired this one. So that's another one I got done. This is all yarn from my collection. Nothing was bought. No, I take that back. I did have to buy one. No, I didn't. Did I have to? Hold on, let me think. No, I ended up not having to buy it. Sorry, misquoted myself there. Um, I thought I did, but I didn't have to buy the extra yarn. I ended up finding something that worked because I ran out of the cotton fair and I kind of panicked for a moment because I was down to the last wire, and then I found a yarn that worked. So that's what's in there instead. All right, the other thing that I finished in a 3 month period is this wrap. I just finished this one, and this is featuring Yarn Snob and Threads and Stitches yarn. It's another one I designed. The Adobe, or why did I call it Adobe? The other shawl that I made, I am going to be making a tutorial for. I'm hoping I will get that done in September. I'm also going to be doing a pattern for that as well. It's just, I know I should have done it in the time off, but I needed a really big break. I had a lot of stuff going on. So, this one is a wrap, and I'll just, I did the pictures for it the other day, and I wrapped it like this, and I did this sort of thing. So it went in and then around like that, and then it's just like, oh, I'm hiding. Or of course you can wear it as a fancy shawl thing, or of course what it was made for, which I can't do now because it's all wrapped up in my sleeve. A wrap. So let me show you what, what I did here. So the stitches are really basic stitches. The main one that is the focal point is a star stitch that I learned from Crystal a Bag a Day. And then I combined it with simple windows in double stitches and half stitches. Oh, and singles in there. And I took an idea from her because I really liked it, and I have to say I love the way it turned out of having the bigger stitches, my doubles, my star stitch, um, my half stitches, be all on the right side, and then the singles are all on the back side. So what I mean by that is when I was doing it and making like the star, they will all line up to where they are out on the front part, the part that you would wear when you're wearing it, you would show. And then when you do the row back, it would be a single or a half, depending on what stitch is part of, on the back side. And that makes interesting textures on the front, as well as really making the star stitches, excuse me, and the windows stand out. So this is what, let's see. All right, so there is the star stitches, as you can see. And oh, this is just it's not block, by the way. I had to get pictures done to send to Gary at Urban Yarn, and to Judy from Judy's Creations and Crochet. For Judy's is for this month's August now, and Then for Gary, it was his mood board uh, mail for architects, architects of mood, I think is what it was called. I don't know, I kind of lost it there. It was a summer one, but it ends in this lacy work that I did down here. It's a very simple lace work, but it just stands out. I like it. And I love having the colors, very strong purple tones from the Yarn Snob to highlight the aqua colors, aquas and greens and teals of Thrift and Stitches yarn. So again, let me get this a little closer so you can see. The stitches turned out beautiful. So that is the other wrap that I got. So now on to the other part that I got done. So for most of July, I was making something that was really fun and cool. I'm just kind of trying to empty out what it is a little over here. And what I got done is 4 of these baskets, but I'm only going to show you 2 because they're all in use right now. So this one is my favorite. This one sits beside me up here on my work area, and this is my projects bag. It's mainly got projects in it that I'm either working on right now or that I want to get done in the near future. And this is what the bottom looks like. I don't want to tip it too much because it's, you know, it's full. But as you can see, it's get used. I love this one. It's one of my favorites. I think this was my second one that I did. So I'll put stuff back in there. Like I said, I did 4 of these. These were really great for eating up some of my one-off hanks of yarn, are ones that I didn't know what I was ever going to be able to do with it because the color didn't match anything, or just small amounts of yarn. So it really helped. I have several more of them I want to make. They're missing the handles right now, and that's only because I want to get leather and the leather punch, and I don't have either right now. So that's that one. And then one of the other ones that I would show you the very first one, but for me to do that, it's full and I'd have to move all the stuff out of the way, and I just don't want to do that. So hold on. All right. Now this one is quite a bit, and yes, it has some yarn there because I didn't work it and I just started using it. But this one was originally supposed to be a laundry basket for me. But then I decided, no, it's too big. So I want to use it in here. And you're probably like, it's too big. I don't need a huge basket. I just need a small one, you know. So I have to redo that one, which is fine. I already did redo it once. And I was making that one to hold hats and scarves. And I decided that one was too big. So I keep stealing the baskets that I make. But here is the coloring on it. See if I can tilt it some there. And it is very soft and squishy, but it holds the yarn quite well. Makes a great holder for yarn. I can actually get a lot, way more than I thought I would, in these baskets, and that is because Once you start making the rows of the crochet, because you use several um, how do I want to say that, you use several, not skeins, what do we call that? I don't know, you're holding several yarns together. I can't think what's that's called right now. Isn't that sad? Um, but it's got its own amount of stretch to it. But it's still holding the walls up quite well. I could actually put a lot more in this one, but this one was just to catch extra yarn I didn't need at that moment. So that is for all for my stash down. That's everything I got done so far. A lot. And I'm very excited about that because oh, I was feeling just a bit overwhelmed by everything in my room. All right, so that's it for the stash down. A little longer than I meant to be, but that's okay. So until next time, friends, if you are new here, this is my other cat, Izzy. She's decided that she wanted to see what was going on. She had been on guard duty at the window. So she always has to come over after she's been there and get a little bit of, hi, Mom, I'm in your way. No, hi. Here, Izzy, turn. Yeah, turn around and show people. That was Izzy. Apparently, she didn't want to be manhandled at that moment. Sometimes she wants to come over and she will walk, right up, and she walks right up here and sits and gets hugs. That's her hugs. And she thinks they're the best thing in the world, but she doesn't like to do them unless she wants to do them, of course. Anyways, if you have not been here before and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you know when new videos are dropping, which is going to be from this point forward, always Friday and Saturdays. Guaranteed, it doesn't matter when I record them, they're going to drop on Friday and Saturday. I made an executive decision on my channel that's what we're doing. Yeah. So, until next time, friends, I hope you enjoyed seeing what I got done for my stash down. I hope you will keep watching for videos because I do. It's Friday. That means there's going to be videos dropping. Yeah, okay. I will see you again next time. Bye, friends.